Hey everyone, so the last video I mentioned that I had that big tank in the fish room and I didn't know whether to go for a snakehead possibly or a puffer or turn it into lots of small tanks. And a few people mentioned in the comments of that video to go for a puffer, and very coincidentally at exactly that same time one of the fish shops that I follow on Facebook posted a picture of a Fahaka Puffer that they had in stock. So I've been messaging them trying to find out how much information about it, how old it was, whether it was eating, all that kind of stuff, and decided to go for it. So votes have been cast, Fahaka Puffer it is, so I just need to go and get it now. Let's go! In here we've got the Fahaka Puffer. We'll get him into the tank now, get him acclimated, do a bit of water testing. Let's see how we get on. I don't know how well you can see him there, but he is up to temperature. Let's do some water tests and get them in. So that's him. He's in there, he's up to temperature. I've checked the water in the bag against the water in the tank and it's pretty much the same in terms of pH and all the other parameters. I just shoot test strips for that to get them close enough. So I'm going to get them out. Normally if it was a fish that I bought from a fish store that was reasonably local, I might do the drip acclimation process, but because the water is so close to my own, I think I can just get them straight in there and hopefully it'll be good to go. I'm saying he, I have no idea if it's a he or she. So let's get them in, get them swimming around. So as usual, I don't want any of this nasty water in there, so I'm going to get rid of that. Fish into the net, straight in the tank. He is. Straight in. There you go, his first few seconds in the tank. So I'm going to leave him there for a little while to get used to his surroundings and come back in half an hour or so, maybe chuck a couple of snails in, maybe a few bloodworms. I did get to see him eat at the shop. I don't know if I got it on video or not, but I'll have already shown you that, no doubt. But he ate a snail and he ate some bloodworms in the shop. But as always, it's a bit stressful for fish, getting whipped in and out of tanks and acclimatized and all that kind of stuff, so it's not fun. It'll take me a little while to calm down again, but we'll leave them for now. We'll come back in a bit. So I've nicked some of this out of the discus display tank from upstairs. I'm going to put that in here, hoping that that'll start to populate this jungle look I'm going for. I'm still not entirely convinced it's going to work, but give it a chance. So my idea was that this would be heavily planted over to that side, which would just be mostly the rockscape with a few plants. So I'm looking for some more stuff to fill out this side. So my plan is I'm going to chop each of these up into individual plants and get them in and around here, because they've been spreading like wildfire in my discus tank, so I'm hoping that they'll do the same in here. So that's him reasonably settled in. He's very inquisitive. He's always, well, from the 10 minutes that I've been watching him, he's been all over the place, checking out little bits and bobs, I guess, seeing if there's anything to eat. So let's try giving him something to eat. I've got a few bloodworms here and a couple of snails. So if I drop them roughly where he's going to be. He's thinking about it. Yes, that's what you want to see. Eating as soon as you get them in the tank. So I'll chuck a couple of bloodworms in there as well to keep them going. See if he fancies any of them as well. He's more interested in snails, to be honest. But I think you'll agree, he's quite an awesome little character. And luckily, I've got tons and tons of snails. So I don't think he'll go hungry for a while. So anyway, I'll talk you through what my plan is, or what my thinking here is. So obviously this is my spare tank at the moment. I'm just using it to quarantine him, if you like, make sure he's okay, and probably grow him out a little bit. Ultimately, he will live in this big tank, but I want to get this emptied, cleaned out, rescaped probably. I'm going to have a sand bottom, a few rocks around, some hiding places, because my plan is that this will be the home to my black ghost knifefish, which you can just about see there, and a Tomasi cichlid, which is in there somewhere but hiding away. But these discus, they're going to go upstairs into the display tank. Now, Fahaka puffers are notoriously aggressive and don't normally tolerate tank mates, so I'm hoping, well, whatever I do, it's going to be a trial, but I'm going to get this set up with the other inhabitants I want in there first. So this knifefish, for instance, he's 12 inches. Last time I measured him, he was 12 inches. He nicely lined up for me one day here so I could measure him. So he's at least 12 inches. Oh, there's the Tomasi. So yeah, he's massive, so I think he'll be okay. The worst, if it goes wrong, it'll be because the puffer will get big one day and just decide to take a chunk out of him. And this cichlid is very fast, so I'm hoping that that's him at his biggest size, but he just likes to hide out in caves. So I'm hoping he'll be okay as well. But like I say, it will be a bit of trial and error just to see if it works out. But I'm hoping that by having this tank set up with these guys in it first, so I'm going to get it set up and get these guys established and then put in the puffer, that because he's so young and these guys are already here, that they'll be okay with them and they'll cohabit reasonably happily. But we'll see how it goes. I'll just need to keep an eye on it more than anything else. But right now he's just tiny, he needs to put some weight on, so we'll get that happening in this little tank, make sure he's happy and healthy, and while he's getting some gains, we'll sort this tank out. So as ever, thank you for watching. If you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notification button as well so you don't miss anything. And we'll see you next time. I wonder, what about a name? Too small right now probably to think about naming him. But I'm very happy. Anyway, thanks for watching everyone. See you next time. Bye bye.
Yay.
What do you think of him?
Good. I love him. He's so teeny.
He's just what?
He's so small.
He is small.
Ooh. He's got lots of fish. Why is there 2 forks in there?
Down there?
Yeah.
I'll tell you in a second. He looks pretty awesome, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Can you think of a name for him?
I know. Donkey.
Duncan?
No, donkey.
Donkey?
Yeah, because he likes blowing. Because he blows up.
Okay, shall we ask the viewers what they think?
Yeah.
Get them to vote on a name. Right, every time I make a video and show this tank, everyone else asks me, why are there forks in here? Why do you think there's forks in there?
To get the sand out.
To do what?
To get the sand out.
No. It's to hold the courgette, or zucchini for my American friends, the courgette down. So when I feed them some kind of vegetables or whatever it may be, stick a fork in it and then that weighs it down and they can eat it. Stops it floating around everywhere. Simple as that.
I like blowing.
Are we calling them blowy then?
No, I'm gonna vote. Everybody vote in the comments. What name do you want it to be called?
Okay, what do you think we should call it?
I don't know.
Alright.
Bye.
Look at his little fat belly. He's eating up all those snails and all those bloodworms.
Should we put some more food in there maybe?
Maybe not right away. We'll put some in later on.
Yeah, and I'll put them in.
Okay.
Do I have to hold the bloodworms to put them in?
You can pour them.
Where are